Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Teen Shallot, and today we're talking about a what if that you guys all love. Today we're talking about what if Deku had Abranium Part 7. I did a poll yesterday and you guys all wanted Abranium Part 7, so I'm gonna be giving it to you today late at night because that's just how it is. I was doing homework and procrastinating, and that's pretty much that's what I was doing, procrastinating. So now today guys, I'm gonna give you a special treat. We're gonna be seeing our second date of the series with Momo and Deku. And don't worry guys, they're gonna do it soon, okay? Because remember what I said? They're very durable, right? So you catch my drift, right? So what happens next is that Deku takes Momo to the mall. They're wearing some casual clothes, and then they decide to start shopping. Deku starts buying supplies and starts buying equipment so he can upgrade his hero suit. You know, I'll be wondering, why does he need to upgrade his hero suit? Doesn't UA do it for him? Well, since there's a trader in UA, Deku doesn't really trust anyone much right now except for Momo. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah. So Deku and Momo, they arrive at a lingerie store, and you know, Momo just pulls him in, and Deku's like, no, he's hyperventilating right now really hard. He's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? He does not know what's gonna happen, guys. He's very scared because he knows that this is what happens on dates. This is what boyfriend girlfriend do, right? And Deku does not even know. He's just trying really hard not to stutter, and they're not trying to mutter. And then Momo comes out, and she wearing that fine things, guys. She wearing the fine things of life. So she was wearing basically, if you saw it, you would die happy. That's basically what she was wearing. And she said, "How do I look, Izuku?" Izuku-chan. Oh my god, guys, I'm telling you, Kun-chan, I don't give a shit. So he said Izuku-kun, right? And then Deku's like, you look very beautiful. And she's like, oh, thank you, Izuku-kun. How would you like to test it out? You know, see how much more beautiful I could look, you know, if we got a bit of time together. And Deku knew exactly what she was implying right now, and he did not want any part of it. Little did he know, around the store was the League of Villains and All for One walking around the mall. And they decided to have some shenanigans. They started going around buying from the mall, and then they see Deku in the lingerie store, just standing there, not knowing what to do. Seeing this as their chance to go and pounce on the young hero, they decided to go and see what he was up to. And surprisingly, they didn't attack him. They just had a talk. You know, and Deku, not knowing what to say, then all of a sudden All for One comes to him and he's like, "Hey kid, I see you're pretty worried, huh? Yeah, my girlfriend, she showed me some things, and I don't know what to say because he's so new to me, and I don't know how to handle that. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to make it look like I'm just going there just because of how she looks." And All for One gave the most solid advice, most non-villainous advice in his whole career, because he did not know that Deku was All Might's successor. So he just talked to him like any normal guy would. And he said, look kid, if you really care about her so much, why don't you prove it? Prove to her. Show everybody that she's yours and yours alone. Make sure everybody can see that maybe that she has nothing to worry about because you're there. You're gonna always be there for her. Tell her that. And if it doesn't work out, that's good. As long as you were able to say it and not cry, and you're able to say it with a brave face, then you are truly a man. And Deku was taken a bit aback, so he kind of hugged the stranger, known as All for One, a bit. And then Deku's like, this feels familiar. And All For One's like, how, this feels very familiar. So he asks, what is your name? Oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya. And All For One's like, Midoriya? Shit. Hell. And he's like hyperventilating it right now because he doesn't know how to say this right now. So he decides not to. So he goes to the kid known as Izuku Midoriya and he says, look, it was really great talking to you. And I hope we can have another talk just like this soon. Same here. And then he says, same here, father, by accident. By accident. He didn't even want to say father on purpose. He just said it by accident. And the heartstrings were pulled on this man known as All For One. For the first time, he felt something that he's never felt in a long time. Affection. He never thought he'd feel affection after all those years ago. And so, he left, thinking about his life, thinking about everything that he's done up until this point, everything that he regrets, what he could have changed, in the life he could have had if he had stayed. Deku was walking down, back to Momo. They had a nice time, but Deku had a sour look on his face. He looked downtrodden, he looked sad. Momo did not know what was happening. So she did the next best thing. She kissed him and tried to comfort him. And he told her everything. He told her he met this guy, he kind of looked like his dad. And that he kind of felt like his dad when he hugged him by accident. And that the guy got flustered as well. And I just I have this feeling that we might be connected. We might be related. And Momo, not knowing what to say, just does the next best thing, guys. She says, look, Izuku, if he is your father, you should try your best to find him. Find anything you know about this man. I know your real father is gone, not even here, and your mom is dead, but I just want you to know that I'll be here for you. Even if nobody else, if everybody else goes against you, I will still be here for you, my Izuku-kun. And Deku started tearing up, and he started crying into her chest. And she just held on to him, and they just stood like that, with the sun setting down and the sky becoming pink. And then he looked up and he said, Momo, I love you. And then she blushed and she's like, I love you too. And they both just stayed there and hugged. The next day, Deku woke up. And then he felt a lump on his bed. And he thought, please let it not be, please. And then he lifted up the cupboards and he's like, oh shit. He lifts it up and he sees Momo wearing a nightgown. And he's like, what the hell? What did I do last night? What did we do? Oh, no. If everybody sees me like this, I'll be in so much trouble. Oh, no. And I'm almost in, and I'm in All Might's house. No. Oh, no, my whole image will be ruined. No. And he starts crying. And he's like, no, I can't, no, I'm too young. And then Momo looks up and is like, why are you crying, dear? Darling. He's like, darling? I'm doing great, Momo. So, what happened last night? Oh, we went to, we got a few drinks last night. And then you came in. And then you pushed me down. Now, guys, what I'm about to say next is some 18 and above kind of stuff. 15 and above, alright? So if you're 13, skip the next 30 seconds. So, you pushed me down. And then you started feeling me up. And I didn't know what to do, so I just let you go along with it. And I felt like you needed this. So, what happened after that? Well, after that, I kind of forgot. All I remember is you saying something like, full Callan, 20%, and you going full rampage mode, and me just blanking out here or there, and just screaming for some reason. And then Deku knew exactly what happened at nighttime. He's like, oh shit. And then he's like, okay, let's just pretend that didn't happen. It did, but nobody needs to know yet, okay? We don't want anybody to know this happened. Alright, Momo? And she's like, yes, I clearly understand, Midoriya. You mean darling, remember? Momo's like, don't stop teasing me, darling. And Izuku liked her pouting face, and he basically gave her a kiss filled with passion. And so, after that, it's time for the internships. Now you guys are wondering, so, they finally did it. Yeah, I didn't know this was how it was gonna happen. It just happened. And so, I just pulled some high school GXD kind of thing, guys. And so, it was time for the internships. Of course, Deku and Bakugo were tied for the most internships. Like, yeah, they're like 100,000 people, heroes, wanted them each. Momo got the second most, Todoroki same. Everybody pretty much got a lot. Except for Mineta. And when Deku saw Mineta looking at Momo in such a way, he said, Aizawa, Dad, yes, son. And basically talking about Aizawa right now. Can I kill Mineta? Yes. Okay. So he goes over to Mineta, and this is Mineta. I have one thing to say to you. Hope you don't take this the wrong way. Yes? Would you be willing to die for me? He's like, what? And then Deku goes and he punches him through the stomach. And he says, I will keep you alive just for 30 seconds so you can contemplate on your life. So just so you know, if the next time you ever look at my girl, you even breathe around my girl, I will kill you so fast that you wouldn't even know that you died in the first place. You might finish your sentence in heaven with your screwed organs everywhere, letting them drape around the whole area on me, drinking your blood for the days to end. And then me going to your parents and doing the same. And then I will finally fulfill my revenge. And then he laughed like a maniac. And Mineta legit in spirit died right then and there. His body was still there, but his spirit died. And then Deku did nobody knew Deku had this skill, but he got some of his blood, put it on Mineta's area, and it started healing. Basically his stomach. And so his stomach was all healed up. And Deku was like, well, that's that. Everybody saw what happened. Momo was blushing. Everybody was scared. Everybody's peeing in their pants. Because they knew Deku was serious. They knew he would not hold back. And so Deku and Bakugo, for their offers, went to go to All Might's agency. Todoroki went with Endeavor. You know, right? Because Endeavor's amazing. Sometimes, still a deadbeat. So, you know, Deku and Bakugo went to All Might's agency, and they started fighting it out like total badasses. So, All Might decided that, enough was enough. He ain't gonna hold back anymore. He's gonna go full out. So he used 100% of his power. And he expected Bakugo and Deku to do the same thing. So Deku went 80% one for all throughout his whole body. And he activated Black Whip, which came out of his forearms. And then he went through for it and brought, the hook from, what's it called? What's the hook called? The hook from Just Cause 3 or Just Cause 4 when he uses to grapple. Yeah, the grapple hook. Basically, he used it like that. And so he grappled towards All Might, brought him through, and then he picked him up and did the most spectacular move known to man. He got him and crushed him on his knee, just like Bane does to Batman. And now All Might has a broken spine. Now it's just Bakugo and Deku. They're fighting it out. They're rivals. Alright, now they're fighting it out. Then they start beating each other up. Deku comes in and he says, Detroit Smash! Bakugo uses the matrix moves, dodges it, and then goes for an explosion right under him. But Deku's blown away, and then he comes back down and says, Delaware Smash! And then Bakugo dodges that as well. And he says, Deku, you will not beat me. I will beat you. And he said, Howitzer. And then Deku said, you really sure about this, Bakugo? Because the way this is going now, it's either you or me. And then he said, 100% Delaware, Detroit, Smash. And Deku hit him. And then Bakugo did a howitzer impact. And the whole area was blown away. And then there was nothing left. Only the ground in the gigantic crater from that force. And then the unbelievable was seen. From out of the shadows came Deku, standing high with his head up held high in pride. And Bakugo on his knees, down, not giving up, trying his hardest to get up. He's like, ah! And he gets up. And he says, Deku, I am not done yet. I will finish you off with my ultimate move. No, Bakugo, don't do this. You will die. I will not die. If I can handle you at your full power, then I can handle anything. And so Bakugo goes up, and he's now at airplane levels. And he starts falling, using his explosions to go down even harder and faster. And he's going like as fast, like at least 100. He's going faster than the speed of sound. And then Deku goes, he activates 100% full Callan activated. And he goes Super Saiyan right then and there. Big green hair, lightning out of his eyes, and power going through his whole body. And then he goes up, and he jumps up, and he's like, I need to use a One Punch Man reference right now in his head. Yeah, guys, he likes to use references. So he's like, serious, Detroit Smash! And then he punches his fist forward. And then they both collide, almost destroying the whole area. They were in the outskirts in a desert. But where there was a desert, there's nothing, just land, broken pieces of land. And then they started fighting each other, beating each other up, almost killing each other with that one attack. And then, from the shadows, both were lying on the ground. Both were broken bodies, arms, legs, everything. And both were knocked out, but as equals, as rivals. And yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to be ending it. Part 7 to What If Deku Had Abranium. I'm telling you, this series is getting the hype of the century. We're going to make this series one of the best on this channel. And then I'm going to go start new a series, do even better than this series. And be prepared, because the legend known as Teen Shallot is going to be bringing you the most fun of your life. This is Teen Shallot, the Omni Kid, out of here.